I was just walking through Anala Plaza the other day and I saw that Blue Fire Grill had this Happy Tuesday sale. So everything was 10% off. And so I went in and I got me the cheapest thing. It was like raisin bread with butter and jam and a coffee. And it was $7. And turns out it wasn't 10% off. It was one of those items that wasn't on sale. Anyway, the coffee made me sick, and when I did my research, I found out that coffee has like these sweeteners, and it's actually a common thing for people to get sick when they drink coffee. And so I really need to rethink my life and stay away from coffee and just anything that makes me sick. I got an appointment with Miriam today at ATC Richlands, and it's at 2:30 p.m. And I guess it's kind of lucky that my shift was pushed from Wednesday today to Friday, so now I can recover from my sickness and also and also I don't have to worry about getting to the appointment on time from the city. That would be pretty stressful. And I was actually thinking about just not going to it. Because what's the point of starving myself right after work just to go to this appointment? So the other day I just had this nauseous feeling in my stomach. Like the slightest movement would trigger this overwhelming nausea, and I just got violently ill, and I was like throwing up all over the toilet, and I actually almost threw up in the trick or treat bucket in my room, but nothing came out at the time. And I'm lucky I had the sense to go to the toilet and not wait for the puke to come out, you know. Turns out Troy has more trust account transactions to do, and he has to get on it right after work, and I feel kind of guilty for not volunteering because I feel like there's something more I can do, especially without work today. But they seem to have it covered, so I think it's fine for me to slack off today. I got an apple in my bag, so I'm all set to go to the library, eat an apple for breakfast, and then maybe do some journal writing, and then probably stay away from coffee or anything that's gonna make me sick. And eating Subway never made me sick, so I think it's fine as long as I don't eat a whole foot long, just the 6 inch. I think I'll be fine. I won't get sick or anything. So the closest I've been into being in a relationship recently is on this girl on a dating app. Her name's Cheyenne. She lives in the Philippines, and and we're not texting each other anymore. She said that she was staying off Instagram for a year, and I don't know if this means that she's gonna message me again after a year. I feel like probably not, but I mean, she was the one that wanted to get on these video calls, and she was joking about how this might be a little too fast for me, and I guess it was a little fast because I was just this guy on a dating app sending messages to these women that don't really know I exist. And I wasn't really trying to get on video calls and get them to see how awkward I am or something. So if you're texting a girl and you're talking about a relationship and like you ask her what it'd be like if you were in a relationship, and she says you're chill and I'm chill, so I think we'd be chill together. What do you think that you should respond with? Should you just get all desperate and stuff? You'd be like, "Oh yeah, we're perfect. We're made to be together." I feel like that's a bad idea. Like, even when I wasn't being desperate, she still kind of withdrew. So I feel like being desperate would have just made things worse. So what I said was, I don't like too chilled though. I like it a little spicy. And so I think it's good that I wasn't just agreeing with her that our relationship has to be chill and that there has to be no spice to relationship. So I think that was a pretty good text. So what if a girl's texting you and she wants to know what you do for work? And what if you kind of feel like you're inadequate for being in a relationship because of your job or lack thereof? At the time, I didn't have a job, and so I just said that I was looking for a job and preparing for my mission, and she didn't get turned off immediately. She still kind of gave me a chance. Anyway, recently I haven't been on eHarmony lately. I feel like I need to reconsider how I'm gonna find a girlfriend, because it's all about looks on these dating websites. And like to a lesser extent that it's also true in real life. But I feel like my personality would shine through more in real life than on a dating app. And though the progress that I made with Cheyenne is more progress than I've made with women in real life, which is kind of sad. So at the library there was these Asian girls sitting behind me, and I was just acting like I didn't even notice them, but I probably should have practiced my cold approach skill with them, because you build confidence through experience talking to these women. So last night I went to Institute and I didn't go to class because I was late and I didn't want to interrupt their lesson, and also I just felt like there was a lot of class activities, and I always feel awkward during these class activities because nobody want to include me except the teacher, and even then I just feel uncomfortable. And also I think she kind of shamed me in front of the whole class last week. She was like, guys, when you're talking to someone, please don't be looking at your phone. It's rude. And I feel like she was talking about me, and I just didn't want to be shamed in front of the whole class last night, so I just didn't go to class. But I probably should have went. So I want to talk about this song that I listened to. It's called "The Heat Waves" by, I don't remember the singer's name, but it's about how it's about knowing that the relationship is just a mirage, and you just know that things are gonna go horribly in the end. And he compares the relationship to like a guy in the desert, and he's obviously dying slowly inside, and he's comparing himself to someone who's dying, but he sees this mirage that there's water in front of him, so he has a mirage that there's hope for the relationship, when in actuality it seems that he thinks the relationship was doomed from the beginning and that he can't make this girl happy. And I guess a good way of knowing if the relationship is a mirage or not is knowing the red flags. If you know the red flags, then you can have the foresight of knowing if the relationship is doomed or not, if she has red flags, if she doesn't have goals, if she's always asking stuff from you. If there's a lot of ups and downs in the relationship, like she says that she loves you and then she just starts demanding something from you. If she has these red flags, then you can safely know that it's the heat waves that's creating this mirage that everything's going to be okay in the end when it's not, and you need to move on.